Hi students, my name is T. Rajshekar, working as a lecturer in civil engineering, SRL GPT, Silsila Polytechnic College. So today I am going to teach you the subject of leveling surveying for the first year, second sem, diploma in civil engineering students, and your subject code is 18C205C. And today's topic is, we are going to discuss from the chapter that is Unit 5, Permanent Adjustments of Level and Contouring. So our subtopic is contouring. In the previous class we have discussed regarding the permanent adjustments of a level by first setup and second adjustment settings. Okay. So now let us see contouring. So this is a very important chapter regarding contouring. Contours. So we are having these are the topics in this contouring. So first of all, let us see the basic definitions in contouring. Okay, and next is contour interval, and third one is characteristics of contours, and next is methods of contouring, and fifth one is interpolation of contours, and sixth one uses of contour maps, and seventh instruction of field works. So let us see now some of the basic definitions of contouring. Basic definitions in contouring are, that is, contour, an imaginary line on the ground surface joining the points of equal elevation is known as contour. So here in the definition we can see an imaginary line on the ground surface which is joining the points of equal elevation is known as contour. So it facilitates depiction of the relief of terrain in a two-dimensional plan or map. So this contour is very important. We can identify the topographical region of the region-wise, area-wise, cities and forest, everything from these contour maps. So this contour map is very useful for the civil engineering. So in town planning department, the contour maps will be there, and coming to the municipal corporation also, these contour maps will be there. By seeing these contour maps, whatever the locations which are there and ground levels in what is the level of the ground levels, they can identify easily. So in other words, we can see here, contour is a line in which the ground surface is intersected by a level surface. So here what is saying, it is a contour is a line in which the ground surface, so naturally our ground surface will be there. So this ground surface is intersected by a level surface obtained by joining points of equal elevation. So these ground surface points which are there, they will be intersected by a level surface. That means the ground levels which are there in the undulating, or by the help of dump level what we are taking the levels, so they will be obtained by joining the points of equal elevation on the map. Okay, so this line of the map, you can see here, this line on the map represents a contour and is called contour line. So this one we will call it as the line which represents on the map a contour is known as contour line. So here contouring is the science of representing the vertical dimension of the terrain on a two-dimensional map. So here terrain means the height, mountains or plateaus or hills. Okay, so we can represent them in the two-dimensional map by showing on the contours. So these are some of the contour maps you can see. So there are some degrees are written: 300, 500, okay, 400, and you can see here. So these are all nothing but the levels of the contours. Okay, the ground levels which are there, you can see. So you can see here 200, 300, 400, 500. That means it is going on upwards, westwards. Okay, it is going upwards from down to up. the down level is 200 and the highest level is 500. So the ground level shows like this, and these are also the location maps and mountains, everything. And you can see here these are also the steep slopes, just like step by step we can see. Step by step some ways are there, so some ponds or lakes will be there in between. And you can see here these are also height of the mountains, okay, elevation and depression, okay. And this is also a hill, you can see here 0, 50, 100, 150, 200, 250. So it is starting from the 0, it is expanding to the upwards. You can see here the 0 is this one, that means this is a plan we are seeing from the top view. This one we will call it as plan, and this one is known as front view. The elevation which is we are seeing, that is known as front view elevation, okay. So by step first one is 0, you can see here, and the 50 is here, and the 100 is here, and 150, 200 and 250. So at last the area is 287 square meters. You can see here A is equal to 287. So here B is equal to 103 here though, okay. So C is equal to 193. So the area which is there for it is located as A, B and C. And here also we can see 0, 50, 100, 150. So meanwhile we can see from the top of the plan, if you see this is the ground level 0, 50, 100 and 150. So that means it is increasing on just like step by step to the top level, okay. So this is nothing but showing the size of the views. This is one level, second level, third level, okay. And you can see here another one, a good example. It is derived in the two-dimensional map. So this is our two-dimensional map. We can see here 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So we can see here where is the 0 and located here. So from 0 the point of view we can see here. So this is the 10, 20, 30, 40, and here the point which is there, this is 50. So we can identify clearly here from the 0 bottom of the point. So this one is nothing but, so now this one what we are seeing, it is known as elevation. This portion is elevation. So this one is plan. This one is plan, which is we are seeing from the top view. Okay, 10, 20, 30, 40. So from the top view you can see the levels are like this. And you can see the red diagram also 10, 20, 30 and 40. You can see one by one level it is given. The first line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The lines which are there for the levels he has given. So this is the top view. You can see this is the top view which is showing here 10, 20, 30, 40. So this is the level which is showing in the plan, and these are the height mountain. Okay, so mountains will be looked at the ground levels on the map. So this is our actual map. This is our actual map. So this is not the map. This is not the map. This is just only the elevation. Okay. So relief or shape of the land is shown by contours. So contours are those light brown or orange lines that can see on maps. So you can see in the contour maps, the orange color lines and brown color lines will be located on the contour. You can see some of our India map also. Example, our India map. In India map also, the colors of the lines will be somewhat orange and brown, some with black. Okay. For the places, it will be located with different colors. And a contour line is an imaginary line that joins points of equal height above sea level. So this contour line is also imaginary line, and it joins the points of height above sea level. Whatever the points are there above the sea level, so it will be connected through that. Okay, and the lines are numbered giving the height above sea level in meters. So we can see here, so where is the sea level? We can see here, this is the very height of the sea level. These are the numbers which are given above the sea level. So that is known as, we can see in the railway stations, the platform boards also, MSL will be written, MSL mean sea level. So this is nothing but above the sea level, these levels are will be written. Okay, and here on 1:50,000 map, the contours will be drawn for every 10-meter rise. Although on this map they are every 3 meters, so always remember to check. So whenever they will taking, that is 1:50,000 scale, the contours which are drawn for every 10 meters rise. For every 10 meters, they will be taking the levels and writing the rise. So although they are every 3 meters, they will be checking the levels. So that is the importance of the contour maps. Okay. So this is another example. So we can, by seeing it, we can know how it is explained clearly. So this is a contour peak side view, what I have said now, and this is our contour map top view. So we can see here, that is from starting here, this is the our natural ground level. This is the NGL. This is the ground level portion. So this is a contour peak, a mountain or any Mount Everest. Okay. So it is going on height. So the starting will be the 0. This point will be the 0, and at some extent level, going to the height, it is 500, and at going to the some another extent, it is 1000, and going to the another extent, 1500, 2000, 2500, 3000, 3500, 4000. The last, the top of the portion is 4000. You can see here. Here it is written elevation above sea level. Okay. So in the same discussion on the contour map, we will show the 0 will be drawing a round line, that is known as 0, and this one, whatever it is there up to here, it is written as 500, and the 1000 which is there, it is written as here, and the 1500, the level which is there, it is written here, and the 2000 which is written, that is known as here, and coming to the 2500 here, and 3000 it is written this one level, and 3500, the level is going on very near, you can check it, and the last one is the 4000, the point is known as, this is the top of the peak. Okay, so we are getting the total ground levels on the map, this diagram. This is nothing but showing the cross-sectional view of the Mount Everest peak in the contour map. Okay, so by this we will be locating the ground levels on the map, and we can see here, it is important to remember that the closer together the contour lines, the steeper the slope. So here what is saying here, it is important to remember that closer together the contour lines are steeper the slope. So here we can see some of the steep slopes. It is showing the diagram. The steep slopes are shown, that is this one. These are the steep slopes. That means step by step. You can observe here, step by step these slopes are there. These are called steep slopes, and here also we can see the step by step which are there. These are all nothing but steep slopes. And here area that is flatter with only a gentle slope. This is steep slope, and here you can see gentle slope. Gentle slope means, so a slope which is there only one by one, having a gap. Only this is a portion which is there, having very gap, that is known as gentle slope. Okay, not by nearest suddenly. So gentle slope and steep slope is difference is, a steep slope will have suddenly directly slope, but a gentle slope has very large space. It is communicated having gap, and it is going on very slowly. That is known as gentle slope. So here now a contour map. A map showing contour lines is known as contour map. We will call the contour map as a map showing contour lines is known as contour map. A contour map gives an idea of the altitudes of the surface features as well as their relative positions in plan. Serves the purpose of both a plan and a section. So a contour map is very important, just what I have said. So it gives an idea of altitudes of the surface features. Altitudes means heights and depths of the ground levels as well as their relative positions in the plan. Serves the purpose of both a plan and a section. So we can identify a plan and a section of everything in the topographical map, okay, and their positions, what are they and where are they located, we can identify in the maps. And the next one is contouring. So here as is the process of tracing contour lines on the surface of the earth is called contouring. This is very important definition. So here the process of tracing contour lines means already whatever we got the levels on the ground levels that we will be tracing on the surface of the earth is called contouring. Okay, the points which are located on the surface of the earth that will be drawn on the map, that is known as contouring. Okay, so next one is contour line. So what is contour line? A contour line is an imaginary outline of the terrain obtained by joining its points of equal elevation. So next is contour interval. Contour interval means it is a vertical distance between any two consecutive contours. Remember, contour interval is nothing but it is a vertical distance between any two consecutive contours. Any two consecutive contours means the contours which are just like this one. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So between these the another contour will be there. So in between these two is known as, this is contour interval. Okay, suppose a map includes contour lines of 100 meters, 98 meters, 96 meters and so on. The contour interval here is 2 meters. So this interval depends upon the nature of the ground, whether flat or steep. Okay, whether flat or this is steep. Okay, whether flat or steep, and the scale of the map and the purpose of the survey. So this interval will be depending upon the how the ground is there, whether flat or any steep slope. Okay, and the scale of the map, how much scale we have to take. And next, the purpose of the survey. What is the purpose? Whether it is a road work or canal work or any bridge work, anything. Okay. So these contour intervals for flat country are generally small. Example, 0.25 meters, 0.5 meters, 0.75 meters, etc. And contour interval for steep slope in hilly areas are generally greater than, example, 5 meters, 10 meters, 15 meters, etc. So remember, this is very important. And the flat country like this on the flat ground. Okay, so these are the 0.25 meter, 0.5 meter, 0.75 meters are the giving for the contour intervals. Okay, and for the steep slopes we will take a very large distance, that is nearly 5, 10, 15 meters, and it should be remember that the contour interval for a particular map is constant. So here whatever the map it is in the contours, it will be constant for the every contour interval. Okay, so this is also a contour map. So can you identify which is the our top view and which is our elevation? So we can see in this diagram the bottom one which is there, this is our elevation, nothing but our front view, and this is the top view. Okay, so we can observe here one by one readings that is started here from 94 to 104. We can see. So where is the 94 level? We can see here. That is, you can observe here. This is our front view elevation, just like a valley. Okay, just like a valley type it is there. So here the ground levels will be located on the taking a similar line, that is AA. Okay, and this is known as center of the axis. So we can be writing here the readings which are there. So from starting this point we can see. So the center of the point which is there, that means starting from 96. You can see here from 96 we started, 96 and 97 we can see here, and 98 and 99 and 100, 101, 101. So this is the line which is there. The last one is 101. So in this way it is described here. Horizontal equivalent. So the horizontal equivalent here, it is the horizontal equivalent is the horizontal distance between two consecutive contour lines measured to the scale of the map. So it is not constant. It varies according to the steepness of the ground. So this horizontal equivalent will be not be constant because it varies with the steepness of the slope of the ground. For steep slopes the contour lines run close together, and for flatter slopes they are widely spaced. So we can see the example here. This is the horizontal equivalent measured on the earth. This is the horizontal equivalent, and this is the vertical equivalent. We can see the horizontal lines which are there, that is known as horizontal equivalent, and the vertical lines which are there, these lines are vertical equivalent. And we can see here 100, 200, 300. This is our plan. Okay, so this is our redstone CO. We can see a image here. So here horizontal equivalent will be it is for steep slopes it runs close together, and for flatter slopes they are widely spaced. Okay, that is the difference between the here horizontal equivalent. And let us see now characteristics of contour. So this is very important, characteristics of contours. So in characteristics of contours, all points in a contour line have the same elevation. So all points in a contour line have same elevation means, so a contour map will have like this. So in these different lines which are there, so these lines will be equally, or so the contour lines will have the same elevation in this. In the plan we can see the same elevation. Okay, and here flat ground is indicated where the contours are widely separated, and steep slope where they run close together. So here when a flat ground surface is there, so the contours are widely spread. This is just like a flat slope. Okay, here the readings will be 10, 20 or 30. So this is just like a flat slope, and a uniform slope is indicated when the contour lines are uniformly spaced. So these uniform slopes will be generally of like this. Okay, equally they will be step by step. A plane surface when they are straight, parallel and equally spaced. So a plane surface which is there, say they are equally and straight. Okay, so equally the ground surface which are there, the levels will be same. Okay, so these are the 4 characteristics, and the 5th one is, you can see here, a series of closer contour lines on the map represent a hill. So if higher values are inside, so if higher values are inside, it represents a hill. So let us see here this is a hill. So we can see the plan. So let us see here the starting point, the NGL. Okay, this is the ground level G and this is the L. So ground level point of view, the first one is 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. So it is going on increasing from down to up, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. It is going on up. Whereas seeing in the plan, you can see the outer line which is there, this one. So the outer line which is there, this will be the 60 and the 65 will be the this one, that is in this one 65 level, and the 70 will be the inside. Okay, so this will be the 70 and next one will be the 75 and the remaining portion which is there, this will be the 80. So what is happening here? Here a series of closure contour lines on the map, they represent a hill, but if the higher values are inside, so when the higher values are inside, it will be increasing on outside. Okay, so that is the difference in this a hill. Okay, these are the contour lines which represent a hill, and you can see here some of the examples. This is a top, this is steep, and this is gentle slope. So comparison between steep is very near, but in gentle slope very far distance. Okay, and this is the side one. Okay, this is the side slope, and we can see here contours are those orange lines on ordnance survey maps. They are imaginary lines joining points of equal height above sea level. If a map has lots of contour lines on it, it's a hilly or a mountainous area. If there are only a few contour lines, it will be flat and usually low lying. Okay, the steeper the slope is, the closer the contours gets, and the flatter it is, the more spaced out they are. Look at these examples. You can see this is a steep and this is a gentle one. Okay, and this is a side, and this is also a steep, gentle, and this is steep. Okay, this is the top view and this is the side view. So these are also some of the maps. Okay, so these are all examples. You can see this is dome shaped hill. This is a dome shaped hill. So this is a dome shaped, just like a round circular. We can see here the readings are 75, 85, 90, 95, 80. So like this. Okay, this is dome shaped hill, and this is steep hill and ravine. This is called steep hill. You can see just like a step by step, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like this. Step by step it is a steep hill, and you can see this is a gentle hill. This is a gentle hill. Gentle hill has flat slope. You can see 1, 2, just like, okay, up to here one slope and up to here another slope. Okay, and here also 1, 2, 3. So steep is very nearer, whereas gentle it is far. And this is a stream. You can see a stream. That means the water which flows through its creature by the own way. Okay, you can see the levels. Just like this is a stream way, the water which passes. So the ground levels which were there, we are showing in the contour lines. Okay, and this is riddles. RIDDLS. Riddles means you can see this is a pond type, a step by step, just like a 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the line which is there, in the pond the water will be passes here. And this is the depression. So depression is nothing but this is the height of the portion. So coming on down, just like top to bottom. Okay, and this is stream junction. So in stream junction you can see the water which passes here, it moves on going to the one side and going to the another side. Okay, so which are there? These are the height places, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is going on up, okay, and again here also it is coming from up to down, just like 1 2 3, okay, and this is also a stream, just like a flow, okay, and this is saddle. Saddle means it has four ways, just like, so the middle portion of the water which is passes here, and this is overhanging cliff. So overhanging cliff will be the like this in a curved portion. So it is just like a step by step coming on down, where the rivers and oceans will be there, and this is another one, ditch too deep, okay, the water which has gone very, just like this is another pathway. So that this is streetwise. So nothing but these are all different types of contour maps which are used in the characteristics of their regions, okay. And another one, sixth one, is a series of closed contour lines on the map indicate a depression if the higher values are outside. So in the previous fifth one we have seen the higher values are inside, that is elevation type, okay. Now here we are going to see depression. So let us see here, this one is portion is plan. This is the depression. So we can see here now same 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. So in this we can see here 60, the first one which is there, it is coming here in 65, another one, and 70, 75, 80. So comparison between these both, you can see in the previous it has like this diagram, in the previous it has like this, but now it is like this. So this is nothing but the comparison is in this portion with nothing but it is elevation type, okay, and this is known as depression type. So this is the catchment area which is there of the a hill, okay, a catchment area of the contour map which is shown in the map. So these are the lines which are representing the contour map. These lines are represent the contour map on the lines, okay. So these are all divisions. And the seventh one is contour lines, ridge or valley line at right angles, cross ridge or valley line at right angles. So you can see here, if the higher values are inside the bend or loop in the contour, it indicates a ridge. So this is the ridge line. So the dotted line which is there, you can see this is the ridge line. So this ridge line is nothing but you can see the higher values which are there, 100, that means it is in the higher, and the 90 is less than 100, and 80 is less than 90. So 70, 60, 50. So it is coming on step by step, okay. So when step by step it comes, the water which is there, this is the height portion, so it is coming on from this portion, okay. So ridge line, the way, whether it is a water passing way, the water which passes here, this is a ridge line. And another one, eighth one, is contour line, cross ridge or valley line at right angles. So this is known as valley line. So valley line is nothing but a water flowing. If the higher values are outside the bend, it represents a valley. So you can see the images. So this is a valley from height of the hill portion, it is coming just like this portion to a downway, okay. So here also we can see the valley which the water which comes automatically on its own way, and it goes on in a zigzag way. So from height of the portion it is coming down. So just like you can see now, this one is 100, 90, 80, 70, 60, 50. So this value line coming from the upper region. Okay, so it coming from the upwards region to the downwards region. So that is known as value line. Okay, so comparison between these both, this is a ridge line, it is going from down to up. Okay, it is going on this pathway from down to up. Okay, whereas coming here in this value line or ridge line, you can see the dimensions. Okay, the difference is for ridge line this symbol and the value line is this one. Okay, and the next one is contours cannot end anywhere but close on themselves either within or outside the limits of the map. So these contours will be ending on any, they cannot end anywhere, because on the earth surface we can take any map, we can draw the contour lines on different places by taking the levels. So here we cannot control or we cannot do it without any limits of the map. So in this map also we can see here, observe this is a gentle slope. So we can see the values 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 200, 220. So this one is the first one is 140, it was started here, 160, 180, 200, 220. So this is our plan and this is our elevation. Okay, this is our elevation, this is the plan. So there is nothing but top view, and this is nothing but the front view or side view of a hill or a mountain. And the ninth one is contour lines cannot merge or cross one another on map except in the case of an overhanging cliff. So this is the another one. Contour lines will not merge in the case only overhanging cliff occurs. So this, what is this overhanging cliff? You can see here the axis of level 10, 20, 30, 40. So we can see this overhanging cliff comes under the just like 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay, and here you can see the bottom portion also 10, 20, 30. So here both the points will be merged here. Okay, that is known as overhanging cliff. So in these types of cases, this overhanging cliff will be there. So another one is overhanging cliff, another portion you can see here. The contour lines never run into one another except in the case of vertical cliff. So you know overhanging cliff, they will not run into the another lines, that is except in a vertical cliff. It is in this case several contours coincide and the horizontal equivalent becomes 0. So we can see in the example here, the first one 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. This is the XY line, overhanging cliff. You can observe here, this is our plan 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 and 60. It is coming on step by step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So for every step it is counting on a map. Okay, so that is nothing but this portion you can see here. This is a 10 and this is another step and this is here 30 and here another 40 and this is a 50. The final this curved portion which is there, that is this one. So this is known as vertical cliff, where it has occurred in the mountains that adjacent, just like the hills mountains will be like this, and at sudden portion like when this comes like this. So this portion is known as vertical cliff, VC. Okay, so in these types of mountains or peaks it will fix. Okay, and here depressions between summits is called a saddle. It is represented by four sets of contours as shown. So it represents a dip in a ridge or junction of two ridges. That is, and in the case of a mountain range, it takes the form of a pass. So you can observe here, this is the saddle which is written. This is an example of a mountain. The curved portion which is there, this curved portion which is there, this is known as here V-gates. Okay, that is nothing but which we see from the top. That is known as top view. And this circle portion is comes under here, and these curved circles comes under here. Okay, this is called saddle. You can see here the line passing through the saddles and summits gives watershed line. So this is a saddle. So just like a pathway which is not a high four sides. Okay, you can see here 70, 80, 90. 70, 80, 90. 90, 100, 110. So just like a step by step. It is coming, the arrow shows it the down. Okay, the down portion which is coming from up to down. And it is going from up in this portion. Okay, 70, 80, 90. You have to observe the difference here. Higher value is here down, and here lower value is down. And here you can see the higher lower value is up and the higher value is down. That means this is the difference of the values of levels. So think, where is the steepest slope on this land? Can anyone say? Where is the steepest slope? This is the steepest slope. Okay, and this is the gentle slope. Sorry, this is a which slope it is? Steepest slope contour lines are closest together. So you can see 76, 100, 50, 200, 150. Sometimes spot heights can be shown as dot with a note of the height of the particular place. The trigonometrical point or trig point shows the highest point in an area in meters in a triangle. So this is the highest point which shows the triangle symbol on the map. The shape and pattern of the contours. You can see here all the shapes and patterns which are appeared in the contours map. You can, it will be clearly and important for you. The first one you can see, this is a steep slope where the lines are nearer. Another one is summit, step by step going on down, and saddle between two summits. So two summits means this is the one and this is another one. A middle portion, just like it will be like this. In this portion the saddle will be a round type. Okay, and this is a gentle slope. Gentle slope you can see, which is a far distance to one by one, and this is a river which is going on the lines. This is water, and this is the valley, and this is gully, G-U-L-L-Y, gully. So gully is nothing but a they create their own way in the center of the rivers, just like middle portions of the mountains, and this is the ridge valley. So totally the shape and pattern of the contours are shown in a one place. Okay, so this is also a, you can see the reference map 100, 260, 200, 20, 100. So where this water is there, this is a water portion. So that is this one. Okay, so where is this 100 portion? So where is this 260? This is 260, and this portion is 200, and the 100 is this one. Okay, and the 20 is this one, and the 100 is this one. So this is the plan, that is the elevation. In this also same we can observe, just like, so this water is this portion. So this 20 is this one. So whatever here the 260 is this one. So the 200 is this one, and the 100 is this one, and the 200 is this top of the layers, 260 is the top of this one, and the 275 is the extend portion. So one by one we can see this is there, and this is the some of the diagrams you can see here. Spacing between contours are widely spaced contours, gentle slope, closed packed contours are steep slope, overlapping contours are vertical slope. So we can call it as uniform gentle slope. This is a uniform gentle slope. Okay, this is a diagram you can see, uniform gentle slope, and you can see uniform steep slope here all, and this is also uniform steep slope. The diagram is mentioned. This is down and this is down. Okay, so in this way the diagrams will be there. These are the levels in the contours. Okay, everything is useful in the contour maps. So this is a concave slope, you can see at last and suddenly, and this is a convex slope, just like suddenly it will be there. You can see in the diagram concave and convex, like this on going on levels. Okay, so the bottom will be the higher and the height will be the lower, so just like this one. Okay, and this convex slope is like this one. Okay, so thank you. In the next class we are going to see the purpose of contourings.